Hello friends! Today we are making pistachio cookies. One of my favorite treats growing up was pistachio pudding, and these really capture that same flavor but in cookie form. They are lightly crisp around the edges, soft and chewy in the middle, and have the delightful crunch of chopped pistachios. Anytime I make cookies, I freeze at least half of the dough so that I have ready-to-bake quick treats for later, so I will show how I do that as well. To start, we need to roughly chop 3/4 of a cup of pistachio nuts into pieces. Pay attention to your pistachios. Oftentimes they are salted when you buy them. If they are really salty, you may want to reduce the amount of salt you put into the cookie dough later. I like my pistachios to be no larger than chocolate chips, but not so small that they will disappear in the cookies later. Set the chopped pistachios aside. Then, into the bowl of a stand mixer, combine 226 grams of unsalted butter at room temperature, 50 grams of granulated sugar, 135 grams of brown sugar, 2 small packets or 190 grams of instant pistachio pudding mix, one teaspoon of kosher salt, or less if necessary, and 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract. Using the paddle attachment, cream this together until the mixture is light and fluffy. Scrape the sides of your bowl. Then add 2 large eggs and continue mixing until you have that light, fluffy texture again. Now add 250 grams of all-purpose flour and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Slowly mix in the dry ingredients until they are just combined. You can add your pistachio nuts here and mix them in. You can also add semi-sweet or white chocolate chips. I have tried several iterations of this recipe and they are pretty much all good. What I prefer to do is dip the tops of the dough into the chopped pistachios. This way you get to really see the pistachio nuts, which not only makes the cookies look more interesting, but also helps your cookies to look less like they are mint flavored. First, I am scooping out the cookies I want to freeze for storage. Line a baking sheet with wax paper, then scoop the dough using a number 40 or 2 tablespoon scoop. Dip the dough into the pistachios, and then place them on the lined tray. These go straight into the freezer for at least an hour or up to overnight so that they retain their shape. Now I am going to do the same thing onto an ungreased cookie sheet for the cookies I want to bake immediately. These still need to chill for about 20 minutes. Then bake them at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 to 12 minutes until the edges have just started to turn lightly golden. Allow the cookies to cool on the pan for 5 to 10 minutes before transferring them onto a wire rack. These are delicious as they are, but if you want to lean into the Dubai chocolate flavor trend, you can melt 75 grams of chocolate, I'm using semi-sweet here, transfer that into a piping bag, and then drizzle it over the tops of your cookies. I just love the look of these. The chocolate adds a touch of elegance while making them appear even more tempting than before. Now to get a cross-section view of that soft, chewy texture inside. Believe me when I tell you, these are incredibly delicious. To store your frozen dough, transfer it to an airtight container or a freezer zip-top bag, and then store those in your freezer for up to 3 months. Whenever you have surprise company or late-night cravings, just place them on a cookie sheet while you preheat your oven so that they can thaw out slightly before baking. If you liked what you saw here, hit that like button. And if you would like to see more baking content, be sure to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and stay sweet.